Good morning, everybody. It's kind of early. We are here in Utah, Three Peaks. We were last here in April getting magnetite crystals, fluorapatite within the magnetite, and it's great material. It's great, especially if we're doing fluorescent photography.
It's now July.
Yes, it's July. Thank you for that. She knows where I'm going with it. It's July now, July 2024. And, well, we're back here bright and early because it's going to be a blast furnace out here today. Like probably mid-upper 90s, which, at least for me, that's hot. Well, the magnetite that comes out of here can potentially be also a lodestone. Now, all the magnetite that we got is not. Now, if you don't know what a lodestone is, it is a stone that has its own magnetic field. Now, typically, there's a lot of rocks that are magnetic, meaning you can take like a rare earth magnet and it'll stick right to it. Well, lodestones have their own magnetic field. So we have some advanced tools with us today to find a lodestone, potentially. It is a little bit like a needle in a haystack. And when we get up to where all the magnetite is, I'll tell you a little bit more about these things and some of the theories behind them. I've had a hard time researching them, and I guess we'll talk about that as well. But right now, we got to go up a big steep hill and get to where all this magnetite is coming out. We are up here, and you can maybe see on the ground here, like tons of magnetite, just like this. Okay, so here's the thing. It's incredibly hard to research this topic because a lot of the information that I've been finding has been really hard to come by, and then there's like some papers that are paywalled. But basically, if you start searching lodestones, let's go like this. Start searching lodestones, you're going to find information coming from Minecraft, which that's not what we want. You'll find spiritual healing, magic rock stuff. You will find references to an old paper from the 60s, which I can't seem to actually locate a copy of. I just see like excerpts from, where they talk about the potential reasons as to why some of this magnetite will be a lodestone having its own magnetic field and not others. And kind of the thing that gets repeated a lot is lightning, because the Earth's magnetic field is not strong enough to, I guess, pass that magnetic field onto a rock like magnetite. So instead you need a more concentrated like magnetic field, potentially generated by lightning strikes. So you get that, and I can't even find that. You get a lot of stuff talking about like Vikings using lodestones as navigation. You get a lot of kind of like touristy rock shop things being like, here's a lodestone, but it's a little deceptive. I think they're lying. I think what they're doing is they're just using magnetite, and then they are magnetizing things like staples and paper clips and stuff, so they will stick to stuff because they send some of that with the rock. That's my thoughts.
I mean, we'll see how prevalent they are out here, and maybe they're extremely prevalent. And we just got really unlucky the past few trips.
Yeah, and I'm curious if there's a connection between pieces that are heavy in fluorapatite and the potential for them to be a lodestone or not. Another thing that I saw is not all magnetite is susceptible to becoming a lodestone because of its crystal structure, which that is why I'm thinking like, oh, well, we got all these pieces that are heavy in fluorapatite. Is that somehow preventing them from becoming, holding their own magnetic field? So I have a lot of questions here. Maybe you have the answers. I don't have the answers. Okay, so we're going to start searching. Let me show you what we brought to try to find these things. So what I have here is we have some paper clips on strings, and we're basically going to be fishing this area, seeing if anything is magnetic, if they stick. It should be a pretty strong magnetism, and you can see that these are not magnetic because they're not sticking to each other, right? Typically, when you use like a magnetizer, demagnetizer, these types of things will stick. So, time to walk this whole area and touch rocks and see if we can get these to stick to something up here. Hopefully we can. All right, I think I found one here. I think this thing right here. Let's see. Look at that. It's kind of weak, but
Yes, I feel a little bit.
yeah.
It's not very strong.
Look, here, I'm just going to lower this down and we'll watch it. Look, see that? It's curving. Okay, so that is one, and of course it's large. Let's do that again. Make sure we get that. Ah, the stupid string. Okay. Stop that wiggling. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Okay, so here is one, and I'll put that next to my backpack. Hopefully we can find something else. Otherwise, oh man, it's heavy. I would prefer something a little on the smaller side. Yeah, my preference would be to find something that's like, yay, a couple of inches, because, you know, I have this idea of having a little display at the house. Oh, that's better, being in the shade. A little display at the house with like a lodestone with a bunch of stuff stuck out of it, like a porcupine. We got a long ways to go, but it's getting hot. Look at the view here, though. Look at that. Back there, that's like Cedar City. That's pretty. That is one of the, I don't know if it's actually one of the three peaks or not, but that's also pretty. We might have to go up there for at least a view. At least a view. You think you got something?
No.
Oh, Sarah.
You got one?
Yeah, look at this. They seem bigger.
Maybe it just has to be big to have enough pull to it. I guess, yeah. That's really,
Like, look.
yeah. It's a very weak pull, but yeah, something.
Try yours, like, dangle it right next to it. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll put that with the other single one. Wonder if we're gonna be able to find anything that these have in common. For that, huh? So there you go. There's Sarah found a small one.
It's not magnetic all the way around.
Yeah, so they should have poles on them, and one side, there should be a side where it doesn't work. You know, it's like putting two magnets.
It's this flatter, smoother side seems
Yeah.
to be the...
I also like that it's on the smaller side
Yeah.
for carrying them out. If you've never picked up a piece of magnetite before, you know, if you have something that's like the size of a softball, it's like it'll be bone crushing if you have to walk it out at all. That's good. That's awesome that you found one. I wish we could find a couple more, maybe like that. That'd be great. You find a little crystal?
Yeah.
If you find any little crystals, let's take them. I know I said no more magnetite, but if it's like a little piece that I can mount.
Okay. Versus, you know, this one, those aren't magnetic. This one is.
Hey, can we pick this up? There you go. That's perfect.
Will it stick to the other sides? Nope. Nope. So we might be fine. There might be a lot, but we're just not hitting the right
Yeah.
side.
Let me see this. That's so cool. I just learned a lesson up here. I have a little handheld tripod that this camera is on, and the feet kind of come together and get held shut with little magnets. I set my camera down out here, and the tripod picked up a bunch of little weathered out piece of like iron filings. That's what it looks like. It's not iron filings, it's hematite, magnetite, all stuck to those now. And when we were here before, all these junipers didn't have any juniper berries on them. I don't know if there's any use for these. I mean, outside of gin making, but they're neat to see. They're like so hard and mealy. So used to, yeah, like Sarah was saying, visual hunting for rocks. When you're trying to do something that is touching paper clips to it, it's a lot more difficult. But
it's not a strong attraction, so it's really...
Yeah, it's not like touching two rare earth magnets together where they like clap. Yeah. It's like the ones that we've found, you notice like the paper clip on the string comes off of the rock differently almost. It like has a little bit of drag as you pull it. Yeah.
You have to be like looking too. I don't know if you would feel it with your hands.
Yeah, it's tough. I think this is the reason why a lot of the Lodestone stuff on the internet seems scammy, maybe, because you're like, well, coming out to a place like this and trying to find them is hard. Also, this is steep out here. The flies. Check this out. Okay, so the camera's completely level and it's not doing it justice, but Sarah's like 3+ feet higher than me right now, but only like 12 feet away. So, you know, it's steep. It's steep. That jagged sawtooth right there is a big, sliding down, is a big magnetite seam. Let's see if this has a magnetic field. Oh, here, you do. I'm sliding.
No. No, it doesn't.
Lame. Well, I mean, it's impressive. So I read a thing that all of this magnetite out here, like this seam is a limestone replacement. So I guess there's a seam of limestone. They got eroded away, and then later we got magnetite moving in. Do you want to go up there for the view? It is really pretty up there, but it's steep.
I don't know. It's not like we're finding...
We found more down low.
Yeah, because it seemed more concentrated down lower.
True. I know some of you that have watched the other videos out here have already seen this view, but look at this. How great is that? Not today, but at some point we'll go over to that peak, we'll go over to that peak, and that's Cedar City out there, and I don't know if you can make out the solar farm, but it's pretty cool. If you look at a geologic map, of this area up here, this Three Peaks area, there is a lot of faulting happening, which makes me curious if these like vertical standing seams basically of magnetite are following those faults. I'm not exactly sure. There's not a lot of information about it. Maybe that's a thing that we could investigate in the winter.
Yeah.
But right now, let's go down back to our little pile of lodestones. and
I don't think this
see
is the best way.
which ones we want to take. You sure you want to go down that
No,
way?
I don't think it's the best.
That's kind of steep. Let's go this way. So it's this one.
I think so.
I got a loose paper. Nice. That's pretty good.
That one seemed, I almost like felt that when I was pulling it, I think.
So these here are the 4 that we found. Do you have a paper clip? Okay. So, wait. There we go. Okay, so I think this one is really good. We'll take that. This one is really good. And we'll take that. And then, gosh, these 2 big ones, I don't know. They're like, where's the side even that... There we go. I don't know.
It's not any stronger than the little ones.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it really gives you, it's not, I'm not sure if it's beneficial. That's kind of nice because it's already flat on the bottom.
Yeah, kind of stand up. Okay, so we're not going to take that one, and I think we'll take these 3. There's your paper clip back.
Oh no, it's yours. I have 3.
Oh, that's my paper clip. Give me back. Okay, so we're going to load these 3 up.
I have that one.
4. These 4.
That
But that
one
one's
looks
little.
nice.
That one's little. We can take that.
Flat. Wait, come on.
There we go. I'm happy with that. What do you think?
Definitely interesting. Trying to find something you can't see. New experience.
Yeah, I don't... It is definitely interesting to look for something that you can't see, which that's also a weird way of wording that, I guess. Maybe that's not the best.
Search for something.
Search for something you cannot see. You're depending on your paper clips and your string. But we have 4 nice little samples, and we're going to take these back into the shop. We're going to do some testing on them, kind of do some demonstrations, see if we can maybe even see the magnetic field, which that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And right now we're going to head back to the car. It's getting warm. There's bugs. I think there's cicadas. I don't know. We're hearing a thing. It kind of reminds me of the cicadas, that sound that we heard when we were in Montana. So let's catch up with you back in the shop. We are back from Three Peaks and our little fun outing, finding some lodestones, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm glad we managed to locate 4 nice specimens, and they're, well, man-portable size. One fear that I had was we were going to find something, and it was going to be like, 400 pounds.
Yeah, these are still heavy.
Yes. Yeah, they really, they add up. So, I have a couple of plastic objects here, like my lens cap for the camera and this pen, and while I have some magnetic viewing film, okay? And I think we can even see it through the matte side. That might actually be better for filming. You see nothing behind here. You might see the shadow of the lens cap, because these are, not magnetic. You're not seeing any reaction. And then if we take this rock, we should be able to see some reaction, just like that right there. Mm-hmm. So what you're seeing right there is the magnetic field that this is producing. This is, I believe this has like a ferrous nickel slurry mixed into the plastic, and that's why you're able to see something like that touch and go through it, whereas if I touch a lens cap back here, nothing happens. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool that we can see that happening. Now, for comparison, I have a rare earth magnet, which obviously has a much bigger, more, stronger magnetic field, and that, here, let's flip this over. You can really see, I'm not touching, I'm like maybe an inch behind or so. You can see that, which that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Magnetic viewing film. All right, so these obviously have their own little fields, and we have some paper clips stuck to them. You had them stuck over there too. But I thought too we could shoot out some fresh staples and have them stick to this, because this way, you know, we're not... We got some fresh staples here. Nope, it's not going to want to show. There we go. Fresh staples so that we can be totally on the up and up here with how that's cool. Mm-hmm. I dig it. I dig it. Well, I'm happy that we were able to successfully find some lodestones. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
It was harder than what I thought. Like, just this concept that, like, there's something there that you're looking for that you cannot visually see. I thought it was an interesting experience and unlike any other rock hounding that we've ever done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, some of these have a stronger field, a stronger magnetic pull than others, but usually when we're looking
Try the other side. Try that side.
When we're looking for rocks, maybe you find something that's okay, and then eventually you find something better, and you put the okay one back on the ground. But for this, it either kind of has it or it doesn't have it. And most of them didn't have it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's cool to have the experience of going out and doing this and actually finding some and doing it on video, knowing for sure that what we have here is a legitimate lodestone. We can see the magnetic field with the viewing film. We got fresh material on it, and overall I'm quite happy with it. And by way of comparison, we have another piece of magnetite. I don't want to put a rare earth magnet, but like that is like try to pull that off.
But it's not magnetic.
It might be now.
Oh, now. Did you show it before?
I didn't.
Oh, well, now we have... You're going to have to keep that separate. It's a fake one.
That one's fake.
Now you know how easy it is to fake.
Yeah, so, you know...
What if somebody just went out there with a magnet on the ground and, like, touched these? And they're not naturally...
I don't know about that, but that seems rather unlikely.
They weren't all in the same place.
That's true. That's true. Well, I hope you guys like this. Thanks for coming by, hanging out with us, and, you know, maybe go find yourself a lodestone.
Yeah. Good luck.